Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. This is Harleen, and I'm totally going to butcher his name. I apologize for that because this. God, it's a crazy name. For sure, it's. I'm gonna. I always think of it as Stepan Sejic, but it's probably like Stjepan Sejic or something like that. I don't know. I've never heard it pronounced. It doesn't matter. He's a great artist, man. If you haven't seen any of his art before, just pop over to his Twitter. He's not hard to find, and just check it out because he's posted for years, uh, like just random Harley stuff that he's made as prep work for this. Like this has been brewing for a long time. I've been fortunate. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Oh God, I gotta quit gesturing with my left hand because my left arm, my shoulder is all messed up and it hurts. Fortunately, I went to a doctor today, but you don't care about that. You don't care. Oh God, I did it again. You don't care about that. So if I'm a little less gesticulated than normal, uh, just keep in mind it hurts to move my arm. It also hurts to sit like forward like this, but yet I'm doing it anyway. One of the reasons I didn't review this book like Thursday morning last week is I had to think about what I wanted to talk about with it. And really, I think the first couple pages here, the first four I want to show, oh, not even the first four, the first three are probably the most important ones for you to understand the tone of the story. So it's a dream sequence, and Harley's talking about her dream and how this one dream in particular that we're seeing here differs from every dream she's had before. Because this is the dream where she changes, where her mind changes, where she adopts a different course, a different action. And all through the rest of this book, she refers back to these dreams. This is the last one she had like this, I guess. Or at least it's the most important one because it's the one where things change. And she's walking down this twisted, psychologically insane road. Uh, I don't know if you remember your dreams very often, but I've never had like a road do this in my dreams, but I've definitely had dreams where the geometry is just impossible. So the dreamlike imagery is cool. Her narration about what she's doing here is cool. Suddenly, I'm sure of one thing: someone's about to die. Take me to the inevitable place, the end of the road where the swirling mists rise. This time, the monster is different. Yeah, and who's the monster? Boom! A feast. I don't know what a group of bats is supposed to be called. I'd always just assumed it was like a swarm or a flock or something, but she coins a feast of bats. Just like a murder of crows, right? The great beast must draw blood. The great beast must kill for the feast to begin. In my dream, I feel guilty. I feel responsible. After all, he is my patient. Cast him away. He is beyond help. No, I can do it. Be it on your hands, then, Doctor. The great beast leaves his bats in tow. And then, there it is. Her dream, she's accepting Joker right here. And that's how this all starts. She, the opening narration just sets everything. It sets it all in motion. You know exactly how this story has to go. Even if you don't know who Harley is, you know things are going to end badly. If you don't know who Joker is, if you're someone who is not familiar with these two pop culture icons, you learn the intent of this book by the time you end page 3. This dream is different. For the first time, his face is not monstrous. He smiles, and I make the worst mistake of my life. I smile back, and then it shatters like a mirror, like shards of glass. So she gets a research grant. Wayne pays for it. We learned her tragic backstory. She tragic backstory come before the encounter with Joker or after? Hold on. It's like after. So she mixes up with Joker, and Joker's gonna cap her, right? And then he doesn't. There's a fight with Batman, and I did want to highlight this little fight sequence because as much as I like the way Stephen Cedric draws faces, and look at the emotions going through the Joker's face over here: joy, fear, anger, like it's all here. And then look at this gleeful half pay or half circle of just oh, this is gonna be great. Look at her face. Look at the emotions here. Look at the smile. Stephen Cedric is a master of conveying the emotional state of the characters he's working with. And I know I just said his name and I said it wrong. Sorry. It's going to happen. And, you know, whatever. Oh, let's go back to this page first, though. Like this fight sequence. This is like something right out of Arkham Asylum. Drop down, yoink one guy, yoink the next guy, then you're just left with one bad guy. Like, I've done that a million times in that game. It's very Batman. I appreciate it. It's super cool. Here's just like one of those iconic like splashes that every artist has to draw. You know, it just looks cool. Takes up a lot of space, but boy, it looks cool. This is like it's an exclamation point and a breath at the same time. So it's an exclamation point and a comma. See it, you go, then you hold your breath for a second, then you go, then you can continue on. She starts dreaming about the Joker, Lucius Fox, gives her some grant money. She goes to work in Arkham Asylum. Little foreshadowing there. It's an excellently constructed panel. Here we go. Joker's getting checked back in. He's told to smile. She's told not to smile for her little staff photo on her ID card. And everybody who's somebody in Bat lore is showing up in this, man. Hold on. I want to find that 2-page spread that details basically her whole life. It's in here somewhere. Just have to bear with me while I flip through and... Oh, it was actually in the middle of the... I was like, is it before or after this sequence? But no, it's right in the middle of it. Her growing up, her going to school, her doing the naughty with the professor while she's at school, her getting a job, people she knew from school following her, like keeping after her and stuff. It's very real. She feels like a real person. Small windowless office with misspelled name. It got. She interviews like everybody. I hate Zaz, by the way. He's a dumb character. But you got, like I said, everybody who's somebody. Look, man. Freaking Mad Hatter. And I'm not going to show any more of the book. I don't really feel the need to. Yeah, I'm done showing stuff from the book. The art is gorgeous. The writing is gorgeous. She feels like a real person. The other characters interact in real ways with her. The only ones who aren't real that way, Batman and the Joker. Yeah, I counted from my thumb. I'm pretending I'm German right now for some reason. No, Batman and the Joker. Well, why shouldn't they? They're not normal people. You know? It makes perfect sense. This is some intense setup for what promises to be some intense psychodrama. And I am on board the hype train. In fact, I'm not just on board the hype train. I am taking over. I am the conductor of the hype train. You want to get on this hype train, you better hand me your ticket, man. Like, this is going to be so good. Oh, this was good. The rest of it's going to be so good. I know it's going to be good. DC Black Label, so, it's not really for kids. Although there's nothing, like, too objectionable in the material in this that, like, a teenager wouldn't get. Like, this is definitely hearkening back to old school Vertigo, back when Vertigo actually was something worth emulating, back when Vertigo was cool, back when Vertigo had meaning. There's depth, beautiful art, great writing. I reread this a second time. I gave this another read before doing this. Because I had to get my thoughts in order. When I got done reading it, I was like overwhelmed. And it was hard to read. Like I'd already read it. Even having already read it, it was still hard to get through. Not like the writing was difficult, but the writing was kind of powerful. Like, the first time I was looking at this, the very first time I read this, I opened it up and I closed it. I could make it off the first page. So I'm like, okay, I got to do it. Open it up, make it to page 4, and I stopped reading it right there. Took a break, came back and took another shot at it, and then I finished reading through the whole thing. But I had to get in the right headspace for it. It wasn't just like, I can pick this up and oh so casually enjoy it. I got another book down here from a local writer, CJ Standel. It's Rebirth of the Gangster. The second trade for that. I still haven't finished reading it. I hope I don't bump into him at a convention or something, because he's going to ask me, hey man, it's been 6 months since Free Comic Book Day. Have you read this thing? And I'm going to have to tell him, man, I still haven't made it past the Alcoholics Anonymous scene. Because once I got to that scene, I knew something bad was going to happen. When I got to at the end of page 1, I knew something bad was going to happen here. When I got to the end of, or when I got to page 4, I knew something bad was going to happen here. I got a few pages later, I knew something bad was going to happen. I'm watching a train wreck in motion. Absolutely watching a train wreck. She says it herself. She says it herself. The whole thing felt like one of those trashy romance tales where plain ordinary girl meets Mr. Tall, Sexy, and Dangerous, a beast that simply needs her gentle touch and a little bit of guidance. In those stories, the girl helps the beast regain his humanity. In those stories, the beast loves the girl. I assure you, mine is not one such story. No, mine ended up being something completely different. Boom, I was saving this page for last. My story is the one where the girl dances with the devil, and he takes her with him on a long road to hell. The road starts, as they often do, with good intentions. That's this book. And if you can handle that, if you're ready for that kind of story, then why are you watching this video? You need to go buy this book before stores sell. I don't know how many of these DC printed. It's probably not enough. Anybody who has liked Batman and is like older than, say, 14 or something probably should start reading this thing. This is the best, most genuine take on Harley Quinzel as a character since the Batman animated series. And I say that having just read and reviewed Batman White Knight the other day. Like, I totally just read that the other day. Actually, just yesterday, I think. And I love the Harley in that. This is basically how Harley ends up like that. And it is super intense. I'm not sure exactly what the story beats are going to be or anything like that. But I don't have to be, because I know whatever they are, wherever it goes, it's going to be good. Oh, sorry, I should gesture at you instead of at myself. It's going to be good. I'm going to enjoy it. And my left arm hurts, so I'm going to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. You all have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Look at this beautiful cover. Don't we all wear masks? Don't we all wear masks?